Well, I was trying to dig for my pergola until snapped my shovel, didn't I? My digging spade. So I've decided to do something else instead. I got that dug, and that was about it. These are my posts, and I just thought what I'd do just to try and elevate it a bit. I'm taking off the corners, just putting a bit of a chamfer on, and I'll do that on all my cuts just to try and make it look, just to lift it a little bit. So let me get another one done. Right, so I've got my hole dug 600mm deep, and I've got my first post propped, and it's plumb. Well, finally got it. I had to buy myself a new shovel because when I was digging out the blooming post there was a crack and I snapped my shovel on my other one. And it's funny, it's cheaper to buy a full new shovel than it is to bloody reshaft it. So I've got that one in, and I've just washed all the bottom of the post off, and then I'm getting looked after by neighbours again. Look at this. I've just eaten one. Hot sausage rolls. Can't go wrong with that, can you? I was going to set myself a string line down, but I haven't. So what I've done, the path's pretty straight, so I've got the middle of the path, which is 300mm, and that is 42¼ inches to the face of the post. Just see. I'm not far off of that. 42. So I'm good at that. Look, it's in the middle of my hole. That's nice, look, exactly 4 metres between my posts. Let's just double check it. There's my red dot over there. Can you see it on the other post? Look, if I waggle it about. Four metres, that'll do me. Yeah, 4 metres. And higher up, 4 metres. Let's go down a bit. 4 metres. But that doesn't mean to say they're both plumb. They could both still be leaning like that and be 4 metres. But I'm pleased with that. So it wants to be 2 metres to the centre of my post. Of my middle post. I was going to put 4 in, but it's going to be too much. I'm just going to stick 3 in. Right, so I've got that one set in position. $19.50. Red dot over there. $19.49. I don't think we'll split hairs over 0.5 millimetre, will we? I've got my line on, going from that end post to that one there. I'm not bad that way. Just wants to go forward just a touch. Right, let me get that concreted up. Right then, so I've got those 3 posts in. What I now need to do is get 3 posts down this side, the same distance from each of those, square with these, and all in a line. Because what I want to do, I want to make it like a tunnel, but I want to keep it really simple. So my idea is to have, I'm going to have 2 beams off that one, 2 beams off that one, and 2 beams off that one. They'll be coming this span into the other one. And if I don't get them square and right, it's going to look crap. So to get myself, there's going to be more timbers than that, but I'm just trying to simplify it. I've put myself a timber post just sat on the ground between that post and that one, and I've made sure it touches them. Then I've sat me square with this edge in line with the edge of the post, so then this line here is coming off square. So I'm going to get my string line and set it up. too bad over that, does it? So I'm now just going to get the distance from the centre of the path to that post, and then come this way, and that's going to be my first post. So that's where my post wants to be. So I've got the middle of the path, which is here. I've taken a measurement from the face of the post to there, which is 42 1/4, and I've gone 42 1/4 from there to there, and then so that sets my distance, and then this one is above the line. But what I'll do when I come to that end, I won't take it from the centre of the path in case there's maybe 10 mil out or something like that. I'll measure between that post and that post and make it the same, and then, you know, if the slabs are 5 or 10 mil out, I'll get rid of that then. Oh, we're getting there now. I've got my other corner post in, so I set it all up so it was square, exactly the same as I did this other side, but the only difference was I didn't go from the centre of the path. I measured the distance of those two posts and I've made that the same. So I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do because I need to get a line through and this buddley is in the way, so I'll have to pull a line down from above and then plumb down. Right, so I wanted to do a design for my rafter ends, but I wanted to keep it simple. I didn't want anything too fancy, but I just wanted to do something what I thought was nice. So this is what I've decided to do, is that, which I think looks quite nice, quite plain, but I quite like that. There was another couple of criteria I wanted. I wanted to be able to do it on my big chop saw and a circular saw. I didn't want to use a jigsaw because what happens is when you're cutting with your blade, it can end up bending. So if you're trying to cut fancy curved shapes, your blade can end up bending and they don't look square. You can go around it with your router, make a little template and square it all up with a router, but I haven't got a long enough blade cutter, and all my routers are 1/4 inch. I could do for something a bit more beefier. So those were my reasons for not doing a curved profile and my reasons for doing straight. So I'm just going to get the other side marked out and then I'll show you me cutting it if I can set a camera up somewhere. So my first cut is going to be me 45. I've tried to make everything work to fixed settings, so 45. Next I'm going to cut this out, so I'm going to use my circular saw. So I'm going to square across so I've got my mark and I've squared across there like that. set my laser up, and I need 350mm at least from the tops of these posts to that mark. Which I've got. Let's check that one. 340. I want 350, so I'm just going to lower that by 10mm. Then that's going to be the bottom of my rafter. And then it gives me the height of my rafter. The height of my rafter, the height of the next rafter. And 50mm to cut to the top of my posts. I've put those up because I'm on my own, so I can sit my rafters on. Right, I've got the first bit up and I use some nice fixings. It looks higher at this side, but the ground slopes up slightly. It looks better at the other side. So I've just marked where my fixings will go. I've marked that on all the posts. The top one goes on the left and the bottom one goes on the right, and then they're all consistent. So what I've just done, I've just put a clamp to clamp the two pieces of wood together, because sometimes when you drill and screw, you get a bit of wood between the two, and then it pushes off slightly so they don't meet up nice and tight, so you always better to try and clamp them. It's bloody raining now, brilliant. So what I'm doing now, I'm just notching these out with my circular saw and a chisel, and they should sit over them. So I'm just going to carry on and get them two done. There, that one done, but I need to router them all once I've done this, but I need to get that one out, get it up there, because I might just need a couple of mill off or slight tweak on the edges. But Right, oh, a bit fogged up. Right, I'll just show you where I'm at. So that's how it's going to be built up. So I've got my corner braces in, but I'm short of some fixing, so I've ordered some. So I've just had to put one in, and then when the others arrive, I'll fully fix it up. But what I'm just doing at the moment, I'm just making this, and I've just got to take all the corners off, because if you look, I've taken the corners off every piece of timber just to, I think it looks smarter. And what I'm doing with what I'm making, they're going up there like that. I don't like to see timber sat on top of timber, because I just think it looks just like a piece of wood sat on a piece of wood, which it is. I like to see them cut out, you know, and sat as though they're sat in. I think it looks more purposeful. Well, I got it finished, well, apart from painted, which I'll do in warmer, drier weather. Got one of my bird boxes up. It looks well, and in summer when all these plants are all grown back up again, I think it'll blend in nicely. I've got all my nice fixings in. They're made by Simpson, and they are masonry screws, you know, especially for anything structural like this. I'll tell you something, they take some winding in. But I'm pleased with it. Oh, I've got a feeder up. Put some caps on the tops. The old pergola, which was here before, I didn't throw all the posts away. I thought I'll do something with them. So I've been doing this, made some tops. So I've got a couple there. I made another one there and stuck a bird box on it. Got another couple there to do something with. And then I turned one into a doorstop. This is for a project I'm just about to start. So I've turned that one there into a doorstop to hold the door open. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching that get made, and no doubt I will see you next time, and thank you very much for watching.